By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to turn the content you are already posting into a system that actually fills your pipeline with real conversations. And this will be without spending $1 on ads and without chasing anybody. Here's what most agents are doing right now. They're posting, they're being consistent, they're using their pillars, they're even batching their content and writing better captions. And all through the help of AI and everything else you can find on YouTube. And they're actually still waiting for the phone to ring. The reason, the actual real reason, is that they have a content strategy built out, but they have not built a lead generation system. Those are really two completely different things, and the gap between them is costing agents real business every single week. The content gets attention, but a lead generation system converts that attention into conversations, which means direct messages, booked calls, clients actually reaching out to you. So today, I'm showing you exactly how to build that system on top of everything you've already learned. So your content doesn't just perform well, it actually works for your business. Content is the top of the funnel. If you imagine your business as a funnel, it's not the whole funnel. So before I get into the system, I need you to make one single mindset shift because this reframes everything. Your content pillars, your weekly plan, your HVC captions, all of that is the top of your funnel. It's what gets people to stop the scroll and actually pay attention to you. But attention is not a client. Attention is just the beginning of that process. Think of it like this. Your content is the door and your lead generation system is what's behind the door. So if you have this big, beautiful door, but nothing behind it, people are going to knock on it and then nobody's going to answer. So then that person just moves on to the next. So today we're building out what's actually behind the door. And listen, stay with me until we get to the DM keyword section. It is the single most underused tool I have seen agents really sleep on in this specific market. So I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set it up so that your posts are automatically starting conversations while you're out showing homes and listening and going on listing appointments. That part alone is worth staying for. So just don't skip ahead. I promise I'm going to get there. Layer one of your lead generation system is your lead magnet. And the lead magnet is simply something valuable that you're going to offer for free in exchange for a hand raiser. It's going to come in the form of like a direct message, a comment, or an email. And it's the bridge between someone watching your content and someone actually entering in your world. Now, I do know what some of you guys are thinking. I do not have time to create some big complicated freebie. And you don't need to at all. The best lead magnets for real estate agents are things that you already know, things you already tell your clients every single day. So here are 5 that work right now and take almost no time to actually pull together. The first is a neighborhood market update. It's a one-pager. What's selling, what's sitting, what the numbers actually mean for buyers and sellers in that specific zip code. And that could take a maximum of 30 minutes to put together. It's genuinely useful for anybody who's thinking about making a move. And if you have systems like Real Scout or Follow Up Boss, or even just numbers from your MLS, you can find this so quickly. Take a little screenshot or download the CMA that's already generated for you. And if you have a system like Real Scout, it'll just automatically send this. So don't worry. You can choose to use an automated system like that, or you can quickly build out on Mondays the Union Market Report, and then you can offer to send that up for anybody who's looking to buy or sell in Union. The second is a first-time homebuyer checklist. The 10 things that every first-time homebuyer should do before they talk to a lender. And you already know that off the top of your head. So all you have to do is type it out into the Cloud or ChatGPT, save that as a PDF, and that's your lead magnet. How easy. Number 3 is a seller prep guide. The 5 things that sellers should do before they try to list to walk away with the most money possible. You're already saying things to these clients in person. If you would just write it down, give it a little color, and then save it as a PDF, you can upload it to your link in bio and collect people's contact information directly through systems like Linktree, StanStore, and so on. Number 4, a home buyer frequently asked questions, FAQ. The 10 questions you get asked most by buyers, answered clearly and simply. This one gets saved and shared constantly because buyers forward it to their spouse, their friends, their parents, and anybody else who are also thinking about buying in today's market. Imagine this. You make a carousel that has 5 slides that goes over the 10 questions you get asked most by buyers. And then you say, comment the word buyer, and I will send you the answers to these questions. Who's not going to want the answers to those questions? They're all asking them and they're scrolling through your carousel, and you had to make one post and make one PDF. Number 5 Is now a good time to sell? A guide specific to your market. 1 to 2 pages. It has current data in plain English and it has a clear takeaway. Sellers are going to eat that up, and it positions you as the local expert before they've ever even spoken to you, because they're able to take this information when they're ready for it, read it, and then they know that you are the resource. For now, just pick one of those and start there. It does not have to be perfect. It has to be useful, specific, and easy enough to request that doing so feels like it poses zero risk to whoever you're trying to speak to. Real quick, if you're not sure where to start with your lead magnet, drop the word guide in the comments below and I'll point you in the right direction for your specific market and audience. Now let's keep building. Layer 2 is your call to action system. And this is where most agents actually leave money on the table. Not because they don't have a call to action, but because their call to action has absolutely no teeth. It just sits at the bottom of the post and hopes somebody acts on it. So here's the shift I want you to make. Every single post you publish needs a job. It's not just a vibe, it's a job. And that job is to move someone one step closer to a conversation with you. So here's how your CTA system maps directly to your content pillars. Your Monday market update post. That job is to establish authority, where your call to action could be drop a comment with the neighborhood you're watching, and I'll tell you what the numbers actually look like there right now. The comment is where they get to raise their hand, and that person just told you that they're in the market. When you post about your personal life on Tuesday, that job is to build connection. You're going to call them to tagging someone who needs to hear this. That creates reach and generates new eyes on your page. When you're doing your Wednesday local community post, that job is to generate shares. The call to action would be to share this with someone who's been thinking about moving to the area. And every share puts you in front of someone who doesn't follow you yet. It also builds a sense of community where they're seeing you do something that they want to do too. Thursday is educational, and that job is to generate saves and DMs. So the call to action would be save this for when you're ready to start the process, or DM me the word ready and I'll send you the full checklist. The Friday social proof post, its job is to prompt the actual conversation. So you'd say something like, if you've been watching the market and wondering if your situation could work, send me a DM and let's find out. Just a real conversation, no pressure. Every pillar, every day has a job and a specific next step. That's not just content, that is a system. All right, here we go. This is layer number 3. This is the DM keyword system, the one that I told you was going to be so worth waiting for. Here's the reality of social media. You can write the most compelling call to action in the world. DM me the word first and I'll send you my free buyer checklist. And someone will see it, want to respond, and then they end up getting a phone call. They're going to put their kid to bed and they're going to completely forget about you by the morning. And the moment has entirely passed, so you never ended up hearing from them. And that happens more than most agents realize, which is why being consistent is so important. Here's the flip side though, and this is where most agents actually drop the ball on the other end. When someone actually does comment, someone does DM you the keyword, and then you don't see it for 2 hours or the next morning or maybe ever. And by then they've moved on to someone who responded faster. Don't tell me you've never looked at your Facebook messages and been like, dang. DM keyword automation solves both of those problems at once. So here's exactly how that works. On Instagram, you can set up an automation through a tool called ManyChat. It's free to start. And that triggers an automatic DM response the instant someone comments a specific word on your post or sends that word in a DM. You set the keyword for that post and you write the response yourself. But then the moment that someone acts, within seconds, they receive your response automatically. There's no delay from you. You didn't drop the ball and forget, and the conversation starts before you've even seen that the notification came through. This can be done with tools other than ManyChat, also direct through the platform that you are posting on. Here's what that actually looks like in practice. So you post your Thursday educational content, and it's a first-time homebuyer tip. And at the end of the caption, you say, comment the word first below, and I'll send you my free first-time buyer home checklist. Someone reads it, gets really excited because they've been watching you for weeks, and they comment the word first. And within seconds, ManyChat can send them the checklist automatically, and it opens up a DM thread with them. So you wake up the next morning to a list of people who have raised their hand, received your resource, and are sitting in an open conversation waiting for you. This is not just a new follower. It's not just a like on a random post. This is a real person who took an action and is now warmed up and ready to have a conversation with you. The keywords that work best for real estate right now are things like home, ready, buyer, seller, guide, market, or first. So just pick one of those, create one post around it this week, and set up the automation. Just watch what happens. And when you wake up to those open conversations, your follow up is simple. Hey, did you get a chance to look over that guide? That's it. Short, human, easy to respond to. You can even put a little like pre-templated message on there. But that one message will open up more real conversations than any perfectly scripted follow-up ever will. So let me put this whole system together so that you can see it as one connected thing. You post consistently using your 5 content pillars, and each post has a specific job tied to a specific call to action. Your Thursday and Friday posts offer a lead magnet using a keyword trigger. Someone comments or DMs that keyword, the automation automatically delivers the resource and opens the conversation with that person. You then follow up at your next available time with one simple message, and the conversation grows from there. That's your pipeline. Content in, conversations out. You've just built a machine. Once this is all set up, it just keeps running. You're not chasing, you're not cold calling, you're not hoping and praying. You have a system working whether you're on a showing or you're at a closing or you're at a kid's game on a Saturday morning. Before I give you your homework, I want to take a second and talk directly to the agents who are watching this right now. Listen, you found this channel because you are not the kind of agent who settles. You're not here to just like coast through your business. You're actually here because you want to build something real, a business that actually works and a brand that converts. You want to build a life where the hustle is actually worth it. That is exactly who the next level agent community is built for. And that community is being built right here in this comment section, in these videos, agent to agent, and in markets all across the nation. So here's what I want you to do right now. Drop a comment below and tell me exactly 2 things. What keyword you're going to test first and what market you service. Whether you're in Northern Kentucky like me, or across the river in Cincinnati, or halfway across the country in Texas, drop it below. I want to know who is in this community, and I want to know what markets are being represented so that we can build more connection and community that way. And I want you to see each other because the agent in Denver and the agent in Nashville and in Phoenix are all fighting the same battles and winning the same wins. We are better when we build this thing together. The best agents know that they do not do this alone. They have a community, a system, and someone actually in their corner pushing them to the next level, not giving them outdated 10 years ago advice. So that's what this channel is, and I want to welcome you to it. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified for more. All right, here's the homework. So there's 3 things that you need to do between now and our next video. Pick your lead magnet. Which one of the 5 I listed fits where your audience is right now? Just go ahead and write it down. Then pick your keyword, just the one. And this week, write one post with that keyword in the call to action and get your mini chat automation set up. And maybe even your social media is not quite busy enough for you to miss notifications. So if you need to kick mini chat down the road, that's okay too. There's just one lead magnet, one keyword, one automation. That's how this starts. Imagine you use that consistently for the next few weeks, and then you have time to build out another one. Nobody builds a next level business alone. The agents who win and actually win have the right systems, the right community, and someone in their corner who has been where they're trying to go. We all have to start on some day, and today is better than 5 years from now. We're trying to build everything together, so every video, every comment, every agent who shows up and does the work means so much to me. This is where next level agents are made, and I will see you in the next one.